What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. I am Missy Renee, and on this channel we talk about manifesting, all things manifesting, how to do it, how to properly apply it so that you can live the life that you've always dreamed of. So in this video, I want to go into the subject of detachment and dropping your desire. So stay tuned, because this is a hang up that I see and hear all the time. There's a lot of confusion around these topics because, by the way, they don't mean the same thing. And that's number one. They don't mean the same thing. And I'm going to clear all this up because there is so much ambiguity, and I know that people out there are confused by what Neville meant by these. What the hell does it mean to detach, drop your desire? Do I persist in the wish fulfilled? What do I do? And I get it. I had the same frustration and confusion myself. I struggled with that for a long time, trying to figure out what exactly to do when it came to deliberately manifesting. My aim for this video is to help clear this up and help it so you know precisely what Neville meant and what I use when I'm going about deliberately manifesting. Because a question that I often get, and a question that I see a lot in the manifesting community, is, do I persist in living in the end or living in the wish fulfilled, or do I imagine and then drop it? So basically what I mean is, at the beginning of Neville's career, he instructed his followers and his audience to persist in the state of the wish fulfilled. And then later in his career, he put an emphasis on dropping your desire once you've imagined it. And I can see how this could be contradicting, where people would get hung up on this. I know I certainly did. But he wasn't contradicting himself at all. And I'm going to go into that more in a minute. But first I want to go into what Neville meant by detachment, because I'm noticing that people are thinking that detachment and dropping the desire is the same thing, and it's not. It's not the same thing. That's not what Neville meant, and they're two different teachings that he was trying to get across. So Neville had what he called the three fundamentals for manifesting. And this was what Neville considered the three must-knows to manifest. And I made a video about the three fundamentals. And if you want to check it out, I'm going to link that guy up here and down in the description below. So I won't go into all three of them in this video, but the third fundamental that Neville stressed was detachment. And what Neville meant by detachment was to detach from the old self, or the old state that you no longer want to be in. Because essentially what you're trying to do is feed your subconscious beliefs and assumptions and expectations and reactions that line up with your ideal state or your desired state. Basically, you want to line up with what you want to manifest, and you want your beliefs and your assumptions to line up with that ideal. So in order to do so, you must detach yourself from your old way of being. For example, if you had a belief that you had to work really hard for money, and that money was really hard to come by, to get out of that state, form the belief that money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I always have more than enough money. Those would help you get into a new state, because you are no longer believing and assuming the old thoughts of money's hard to come by, I have to work really hard for money. So by detaching from those and affirming and believing and assuming your new assumptions when it came to wealth, you would find yourself in your desired state. So that's what Neville meant by detachment. So what did Neville mean then when he was talking about persisting in the wish fulfilled versus dropping your desire? Like, which one is it? So first off, when Neville spoke about persisting in the wish fulfilled, he was talking about when you're imagining. During your imaginal act, as you are creating that scene and as you're repeating that scene and looping it and giving it all the tones of reality, you would persist until that felt natural to you, until it felt so real that you would be overcome by the feeling or the emotion had you been living in that scene. And then you would naturally want to drop it. So this might help if you understand how you use your imagination to manifest, which I made a video about that one too, and I will link it up here and down below. So check that one out if you haven't seen it yet or you don't know what I'm talking about when I say imagining. But essentially, Neville meant that you persist in the wish fulfilled while you're in your imaginal act. While you're immersed in that imaginal scene and while you're looping it and giving it all the tones of reality, that's when you want to persist. And you want to persist until it feels so real and so natural that you are overcome with an emotion like relief or satisfaction, and then you're going to naturally want to drop it. You're naturally going to want to drop it because that means that the seed has been planted, that it has been accepted and impressed onto the subconscious mind. It's done. You will see it in your outside 3D reality. So that's what Neville meant by persisting. He didn't mean to go about acting like in your day-to-day. You didn't have to put on a character role. Nothing like that. In fact, you don't want to do that. Neville also stressed the importance of not conditioning your desire or not tampering with it so much. Personally believe that he stressed this because people can be indecisive and people can be reactive. And if there's one thing that you want to be clearly aware of while you're trying to deliberately manifest is your reactions. So I personally believe that Neville eventually started to teach dropping your desire. And again, this is just my assumption. Obviously, Neville Goddard is no longer here to ask him this question. I think that he changed the way he taught in his later years because he found that a lot of his followers and a lot of his audience had a hard time really believing in this. They mistook persisting in the wish fulfilled as you have to act like an actor in your everyday life. This can be hard for a lot of people because, again, we're ingrained to react to our physical senses and what they're telling us. A lot of times when people are trying to imagine and then when they're going about their day, they're going to try to put on this character role and they're going to feel like it's not real. They're going to feel like they're lying or it's going to make them uncomfortable. Coming to this conclusion just based on my own experiences and the experiences of many, many people that I've talked to and people that I've seen talk about this online, on forums, in comments, all over the place. Later in his career, Neville started lecturing and teaching, once you've imagined, to leave it alone or just drop it and go about your day-to-day. Don't worry about it. Don't try to persist or continuously imagine all the time. You're gonna know that you have imagined correctly and that it has been impressed because you're going to naturally feel this relief or satisfaction and you're going to want to naturally just drop it. You're going to know that it's already done and you don't have to worry about it because it's going to show up in your 3D world. Because that's literally how this works. If you imagine something, your imagination is no less real than the outside world. We've been taught to believe that it's not real, but it is. And that's the thing that Neville was trying to really get across. And that's when I had this realization. Finally, everything clicked into place for me. And that was a huge defining moment in my journey to understand how we manifest deliberately. So to recap, we don't need to worry about acting out in our day-to-day our desires. We don't have to worry about constantly imagining over and over and over until we're just so overwhelmed. We don't have to do any of that. Neville switched his teachings and started teaching people to drop the desire because Neville knew, and I know now too, that once you've imagined it, it's already done. It's already done. There's no work left to do. Your subconscious, in ways that we don't really understand and we don't have to, your subconscious is going to put the pieces into place for you to bring you what it is that you desire or that you've imagined. So anyways, I hope this video helped. I hope it's not too confusing. I really do try to break it down for you guys in the simplest way that I can. Basically, I just really wanted to get those two distinctions across. Detachment is not the same as dropping it, and the question of persisting in the wish fulfilled versus imagining and then just dropping it. I know it's kind of all over the place, but again, I see all of these things kind of lumped together, and it gets people in a headspin because, you know, what the hell do we do here after we imagine? Like, what do we do for the rest of the remaining time while we're waiting for our manifestation? Do we detach? Do we persist? Do we drop it? Is it the same? What does he mean by all this? So again, just trying to clear it up. It might take a couple times watching this video before it really starts to have like that aha effect. But I do promise that if you watch my playlist on the fundamentals of manifesting and you test this yourself, you try these teachings yourself, you're gonna find out all of it's true. So when you detach, you want to detach from your former self or your former state. It's not the same as dropping your desire. You drop your desire after you imagine. After your imaginal act is complete, you go about your day-to-day. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to play an actor role. You don't have to act like you are that person, like in real life. You don't have to do any of that. You persist in the wish fulfilled during your imaginal act. You persist in that imaginal act, you loop it, and you loop it until it feels so real and natural that you are going to just want to drop it anyways because you're going to know that it's already done. So anyways, guys, I hope this helped. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and just leave them in the comments below. I know that this is a topic that there's so much upset around this topic because I get it. It's really confusing how muddled it all gets. So I hope this clarified. I hope this helped. If it did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon so that way you're notified every time I put out new content, which is every Wednesday through Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you are interested in checking out any of my other resources, I will go ahead and link my coaching website, my blog, and my social links down in the description box below. Please drop any questions that you have, or if there's any other topics that you want me to go over in future videos, let me know. Anyways, guys, I hope the rest of your day is awesome wherever in the world you are. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Take care, and until next time, happy manifesting.